Coming to you from PA Leadership Charter School's Studio B in Westchester, Pennsylvania, it's the September 28th edition of The Portal. Today's special guest is PALCS Middle School Social Studies teacher with a split personality, Mr. Ryan Heintzelman. And now, here's your host, Mr. Ryan Osborne!
Hello, I'm Mr. Osborne. Welcome to The Portal. Here are your announcements. We are in the throes of map testing. Last week, grades 6 through 10 tested, and this week, grades 1 through 5 are doing map testing. It's not like the Keystones or the PSSAs. It helps the teachers design lessons that are best suited to students, and we do not share the results with any state or national agency. We're using the results to design an individualized path of instruction for you. So please do your best on those map tests and enjoy them. There is evening homework help available from 6 to 8 p.m. Every Sunday through Thursday if you have a question or a problem after your teacher has gone home. It's a really great opportunity for you to do your work later in the evening and still get help if you need it. The teachers are there to help you with almost any assignment that you're having a problem with. We are still working on a family information update to try and make sure that we have all of the updated emails from our parents and home facilitators. So please log into your primary parent account on Moodle, visit the family information update link, and check to see if your information is current. If not, correct it if necessary. And we are still doing the Million Pages Challenge. We've read over 40,000 pages as a school so far. So remember, anything that you've read since the beginning of the 2015-2016 school year for pleasure qualifies for the challenge. You go on to Moodle, you log it in there, and if you haven't read anything yet, take a trip to your local library, find a book that interests you, and help PALCS to reach that 1 million pages. My guest today is Mr. Heintzelman. Please welcome Mr. Heintzelman. Hey there.
Hey, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Doing great.
Thanks for coming.
Doing very good. Thanks for having me.
What do you got there?
Well, this is a nice little gift that I wanted to give to you.
Oh.
The past couple years I've been on the Chesapeake Bay trip, and we each morning we have a nice freshly brewed pot of coffee, and so I wanted you to kind of partake in the experience.
Oh, okay.
And so
should I just try it out right now? Or?
I would probably hold off on that. You probably want to use some water. It's just
right.
the grounds.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I thought this was just coffee. Okay. Let's put that over there for now. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Doing good.
How long have you actually been at PALCS, by the way?
I have been here. This is going to be year 3 for me.
3 years.
Yep.
Wow. Goes fast.
Yeah, I know it does. It's crazy.
What do you teach here?
I teach in the middle school. I teach American Nation in 8th grade.
Okay, so social studies, American
Yes.
history, and
Yes.
government, and all that stuff.
Yes, all of it.
Wow, that's exciting.
All of it, and we cover it all too.
Yeah. So Bill of Rights, Civil War.
Yep.
All that stuff.
Yep, that's
Man.
exactly correct.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. How do you do that online?
That's one of the I think one of the more difficult things that I've had to learn, but it's been really cool because I've really enjoyed putting together like videos and allowing students to see different things that I got a chance to experience. Like just the other day I was looking at our Valley Forge lesson that's coming up, and I've been there, taking some pictures there, and so being able to talk about those pictures and just share about my experience there, I feel that helps relate to the kids really well.
It's a really great area for American history. So
yes,
yeah, that's
definitely.
really good. What do you love about it? What do you love about teaching the course?
I absolutely love American history. That's one of the things, and I love the idea of being able to cover what our nation has experienced since the colonies were formed,
Yep.
and up until the Civil War and through the Industrial Revolution and all of that. Like it's a lot of fun to be able to teach. It's a lot of fun to be able to even learn myself.
Yeah.
About like going different places. So it's
Teaching's the best way to learn. I'll tell you what.
I agree.
You gotta know your stuff. That's great.
It's true.
You mentioned the Chesapeake Bay trip earlier.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So the Chesapeake Bay trip, I've been there for the past, this will be my 3rd year going, obviously, it's 3rd year teaching.
Every year.
Yeah, and so the Chesapeake Bay trip is to, it's more of a science based trip where you're interacting with a lot of marine biology stuff. And I really like how it kind of brings students together that might not get a chance like a regular classroom to see each other on a regular basis, but you bring them together for 3 days to hang out and to learn a little bit about science, a little bit about the bay, how we can save the bay, how we can protect it. So it's one of my favorite trips of the year. And I know that's a lot of questions as far as like what's the cost, what's this, what's that. But the cost of the trip is $150.
Okay.
And the students need to have that in by October 9th.
Okay, it's coming up.
Yeah, that is coming up.
Yep.
And then if people wanted to go, they can look it up on the front page of Moodle. So it's very, very easy to be able to sign up for.
That's really great. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it goes well.
Yes, me too.
We have 3 questions. Do you have any interesting hobbies?
Yes, I do actually. And my favorite time of the year is the fall. And during the fall, I like to be outdoors. I like to hunt. I'm a big hunter.
Ooh, okay.
So that's kind of my favorite hobby, I guess you could say.
With a crossbow or a longbow?
Regular compound bow.
Okay.
Is what I really enjoy. Yep.
Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. What's something students would be surprised to learn about you?
Well, some of my kids might know this from other trips, but I can do a split.
Really?
Yes.
Really? So I like just on the floor, do an actual split.
Yep.
Should we do that now, or are we? No. They'll have to come on the trip to see that.
Yeah, they'll have to come on the trip. I'm not sure I'm in the correct attire right now.
No, you're not really dressed for it.
So.
And let's give them some incentive. If they want to see it, sign up for the Chesapeake Bay
Exactly. Come on the trip.
And we're doing the Million Pages Challenge, so we're asking everybody what's their favorite book that they'd recommend.
Favorite book that I would recommend, probably the one that I really like, is The Shack. I don't know if you've ever heard of that,
I've heard
but
of it,
it's definitely a really good book. It has to do with some outdoor themes and things like that. So it's one of my favorites.
The Shack. Let's check that one out. So you took our typing challenge earlier.
I did.
And we're going to take a look at how that went. But first I want to remind our viewers what the typing challenge is. We've developed a phrase that we want the teachers to type out, but we gave them a little bit of a curveball when we switched all the keys around and reassigned them on the laptop computer. So it's not so easy to do. So we're going to see how Mr. Heintzelman did on that typing challenge. Let's take a look.
A little rough.
So how did that go?
That was difficult. Mentally, as I was being told what I was going to do, I was going, all right, yeah, I got this. Because I'm just a little competitive.
Okay.
But as you started to go and as I had the countdown going, I was like, oh, man.
Speaking of the countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's time. So we totaled up your score. You did have one letter you were missing, and altogether it came to a 39. 39, which is well above average.
I was about ready to say, is that good or bad?
No, we have a lot of 37s,
okay.
A couple of 40 range, and one 52 from last week. But 39 is what we've got for you there, so that's pretty good.
Awesome.
Good job.
Yes.
Well, thanks for coming on today. It was great having you.
All right, thank you very much.
Hopefully we'll see you again. I hope the Chesapeake Bay trip goes well.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure it will.
I'm sure it will. And thank you for showing up to watch the portal today. We'll see you next week.